I learned the map from a cracked windshield, late bus rides and coffee gone cold. My hands were shaking on a beat of wheel, chasing a promise I never sold. Mom said, boy, don't burn yourself out. Dad, just not counting the bills. I wrote my name on the back of a flyer, dream stuffed in a jacket that didn't fit. Every mile felt heavy as a storm, but I kept breathing through the pain. I didn't know what I'd become, I just knew I couldn't stay the same. I'm still standing on the same road, with scars that prove I tried. Turn the hurt into a heartbeat, let it shake me alive. I fall down, I get back up, when the night feels too long. I'm still standing on the same road, singing everything that went wrong. Play loud rooms with broken sound, strings cut deep into my skin. Crowds came close, then thinned back out, like they were never really in. I watched friends choose a safe way home, clocking in, clocking out on time. I chose a stage and an empty tank, bet my youth on a crooked line. There were nights I almost quit, hands on my face, staring at the floor. But something in my chest said stay, like I've been here before. I'm still standing on the same road, with scars that prove I tried. Turn the hurt into a heartbeat, let it shake me alive. I fall down, I get back up, when the night feels too long. I'm still standing on the same road, singing everything that went wrong. If I make it, I'll make it loud, for the kids who feel too much, for the ones who learn the hard way, that hope can still hit hard as luck. This guitar's worn, but it's honest, every chord's a piece of me. I didn't win by being fearless, I won by staying when it hurts to breathe. I'm still standing on the same road, yeah, I've paid every mile. Turn the hurt into a heartbeat, hear the crowd, feel the fire. I fall down, I get back up, let the drums carry me home. I'm still standing on the same road, now I'm not walking it alone. So if you're tired, if you're trying, if your dream feels heavy tonight, just know I'm out here singing with you. We were kids in the back of a small town bar. Sticky floors, cheap lights, chasing who we are. Your heart on your sleeve, mine breaking in time. The band played too loud, but it felt just right. I remember your tears hitting denim and beer. When the chorus hit hard, it was all we could hear. We didn't have answers, just four on the floor and a melody telling us we're more. When words fell short and life cut deep, those songs stood guard while we tried to sleep. Heartfelt ballads and rock anthem play. They turn our hurt into something we can say. From first love highs to goodbye lows, every broken note helps us grow. We sing it loud so we don't fall apart. Music meets us right where we are. Years roll on like a worn-out tape. Different cities, same old ache. I watched you leave with a packed-up car. Radio up, still learning who you are. I lost my job, lost sleep, lost faith for a while, but a late-night piano made me stay another mile. Strings came in like a hand on my back, said keep moving forward, don't look back. In crowded rooms or alone and at home, those songs remind us we're not on our own. Heartfelt ballads and rock anthem play. They turn our hurt into something we can say. From first love highs to goodbye lows, every broken note helps us grow. We sing it loud so we don't fall apart. Music meets us right where we are. I've seen strangers crying, fists in the air, crash of the drums, open hearts everywhere. Different stories, same beat inside, bass shaking floors like a shared heartbeat ride. For 3 minutes we're stitched together, sweat and hope in any weather. Heartfelt ballads and rock anthem play. They turn our hurt into something we can say. From first love highs to goodbye lows, every broken note helps us grow. We sing it loud so we don't fall apart. Music meets us right where we are. So turn it up slow, let the last chord ring. Healing comes in the songs we sing. Love, heartbreak, hope this starts again. We're still here, my friend. Coffee gone cold on the hood of my past. Mama said, keep your head. Bill said, pay me back. I carried both like stones in my jacket. Every door I tried was heavy at first, but the hand to remember, the hand that works. I fell down hard, got up worse, still breathing, still rehearse. There's steel in my chest when the night gets loud, a fire in my lungs when I say it out loud. I bend but I don't break, I stand my ground. I'm built from the bruises that taught me how. If the road gets mean and the climb's a mess, I won't trade this fight for an easy rest. I'm chasing the dream with a beat up heart. There's steel in my chest, yeah, that's the spark. I slept in cars with the radio low, played barroom stages where the tips came slow. Strings cut my fingers, bled on the frets. Crowds of 10 feel like promises kept. I watched my name on a handwritten sign, fell 10 feet tall for a moment in time. When the lights came on, I crossed that line, said, this is mine. There's steel in my chest when the night gets loud, a fire in my lungs when I say it out loud. I bend but I don't break, I stand my ground. I'm built from the bruises that taught me how. If the road gets mean and the climb's a mess, I won't trade this fight for an easy rest. I'm chasing the dream with a beat up heart. There's steel in my chest, yeah, that's the spark. I've seen friends fade, I've lost some days, I've learned the cost of the price you pay. But hope's a habit you learn to keep, like counting steps when the floor feels weak. There's steel in my chest when the night gets loud, a fire in my lungs when I say it out loud. I bend but I don't break, I stand my ground. I'm built from the bruises that taught me how. If the road gets mean and the climb's a mess, I won't trade this fight for an easy rest. I'm chasing the dream with a beat up heart. There's steel in my chest, yeah, that's the spark. So if you're listening from a borrowed room with a head full of plans and a month overdue, hold on tight, let the truth confess. You're stronger than the doubt you're up against. There's steel in your chest. Take the next step. car, radio low, windows cracked. Your name written on a receipt from a diner we never paid back. We were young and sure of everything, and shaking hearts on fire. Thought the road would stay forgiven, thought the world would never tire. But time don't ask for permission, it takes what it needs to survive. I lost you to miles and decisions, still learned how to stay alive. Through the timeless ballads we sang out loud, and the anthems that carried us through the crowd. From broken nights to believing again, I found my strength where the hurt had been. Every fall taught my knees how to rise, every dream kept a light in my eyes. I'm still standing in the chorus now of a life that breaks me, then shows me how. I watch heartbreak move like weather. One call changed everything. Your silence louder than anger, a goodbye without a ring. I slept on floors of empty apartments, chasing work and borrowed hope. Played my songs for half-full rooms, just to prove I wasn't done. Some nights the weight was heavy, some mornings I couldn't breathe, but something in me was ready to fight for the parts of me. Through the timeless ballads we sang out loud, and the anthems that carried us through the crowd. From broken nights to believing again, I found my strength where the hurt had been. Every fall taught my knees how to rise, every dream kept a light in my eyes. I'm still standing in the chorus now of a life that breaks me, then shows me how. I've seen tears hit the stage floor, heard the drums pound out my fear. Strings rise like a promise, saying you're still here. If love is a risk worth taking, then pain is the proof we tried. I won't trade these scars for nothing, they kept my hope alive. Through the timeless ballads we sang out loud, and the anthems that carried us through the crowd. From broken nights to believing again, I found my strength where the hurt had been. Every fall taught my knees how to rise, every dream kept a light in my eyes. I'm still standing in the chorus now of a life that breaks me, then shows me how. So turn the guitar up, let the crash come down, let the piano hold me steady now. This song's for the ones who made it through, the human spirit. were counting spare change on a kitchen table, radio low with a crack in the sound. You had your jacket on, ready for the long road. I had a map with towns we never found. Bills in a stack, dreams in a coffee cup. Learning how to stand when the floor feels rough. Every mile taught us what it costs to want something more than we've got. I saw the doubt in your tired eyes, but I saw fire under it all. We learned to breathe through the fear and answer every fall. There's steel in our hearts, though our hands may shake. We bend, we don't break, no matter the way. When the night feels long and the climb feels hard, love keeps time like a beating drum. We're not done, we've only started. Steel in our hearts, steel in our hearts. Played small shows where the lights flickered, 3 chords loud in a half-full room. You sang like the walls were listening close, like tomorrow needed proof. I worked days, you worked late nights, left notes on the door just to say hold tight. Every scar was a lesson learned, every loss made the hunger burn. We stitched our hope from broken plans, made a promise we could keep. If we fall forward. If we hurt, we still believe. There's steel in our hearts, though our hands may shake. We bend, we don't break, no matter the way. When the night feels long and the climb feels hard, love keeps time like a beating drum. We're not done, we've only started. Steel in our hearts, steel in our hearts. Let the guitar cry out what words can't say. Let the drums hit off like a pulse in the chest. If the world says stop, we'll lean into the strength. This is how we survive the test. I don't need easy, I need true. I need the road that leads me back to you. There's steel in our hearts, built from every scar, from who we were to who we are. When the lights go out and the fear runs loud, we rise again to the sound of love. We're still here, we're still breathing. Steel in our hearts, steel in our hearts. So play it slow, let the last chord ring. We made it this far, that means everything. Tomorrow waits, and we won't be afraid. We're steel in our hearts, we're ready to stay. Coffee burns, but I drink it anyway. Bills on the counter, reading truths. Another long shot just to make it through the day. The bus pulls up, rain on my shoes. Radio playing something from years ago. I look at the faces, tired like mine. All of us carrying what we don't show. Some days feel like pushing uphill in the rain. Every step costs more than you plan, but there's a fire still holding its place, deep in the calloused part of my hands. I'm still standing at the end of the day, bruised but breathing, learning to stay. When the weight of the world tries to bend my spine, I bend, not break, I take my time. Hear my heart hit loud like a drum. I'm not done, no, I'm not done. I fall, I rise, I find my way, still standing at the end of the day. Sign on an empty store says coming soon, but it said that for years. I call my mom just to hear her voice. She says keep going, I know it's hard, my dear. I think about dreams I almost quit, about not sleeping on the floor. Every scar's got a memory, every memory says I'm more. I've tasted failure, I know its name. It knocks real hard, it don't feel kind, but hope keeps tapping me on the shoulder, says get up kid, you're still in the fight. I'm still standing at the end of the day, bruised but breathing, learning to stay. When the weight of the world tries to bend my spine, I bend, not break, I take my time. Hear my heart hit loud like a drum. I'm not done, no, I'm not done. I fall, I rise, I find my way, still standing at the end of the day. If you're tired of being strong, all alone, if your hands are shaking but you hold on, there's a million of us walking this road, turning pain into something brave. Let the guitars cry, let the drums hit hard, let the truth ring out. Scar to scar, this is more than a moment of pain. This is how we survive, how we change. We're still standing at the end of the day, cut but breathing, choosing to stay. When the world comes down with all its weight, we stand back up, we renegotiate. Hearts hit loud like a battle drum. We're not done, no, we're not done. We fall, we rise, we find our way, still standing at the end of the day. So when the lights go out and the room feels small, remember every wall you've climbed. You're alive, you're here, you've outlasted it all, still standing. Yeah. Still standing in time. I learned love in a crowded room, radio humming through a cracked door. Your jacket on the back of my chair, like you were still walking this floor. We were young, trading dreams for sleep, counting miles instead of days. Every song on that old guitar taught my hands how to stay. When the floor gave way under our plans and the night felt longer than it should, I found a reason in the noise, a steady beat saying, you're still good. Turn it up, let it break us open. Let the chorus say what we can't say. From small town bars to city streets, this sound keeps finding a way. Through love that burns and love we lose, through every hard road we choose, these strings and drums keep pulling us through a soundtrack of hope, strong and true. I saw loss in a hospital hall, white walls and a ticking clock. Held my breath with every chord while the drummer counted us back to one. There's a fire in a simple song when it's played for someone else. You realize you're not alone, even when you doubt yourself. Hands in the air at the edge of the stage, faces shining under broken light. For 3 minutes we all believe we're gonna be alright. Turn it up, let it break us open. Let the chorus say what we can't say. From small town bars to city streets, this sound keeps finding a way. Through love that burns and love we lose, through every hard road we choose, these strings and drums keep pulling us through a soundtrack of hope, strong and true. Piano rings like a promise kept, strings rise slow then fall again. If this is all we leave behind, let it be courage, let it be honest, let it travel farther than we can. Turn it up, let it break us open. Let the chorus say what we can't say. From backroom shows to open skies, this sound keeps lighting the way. Through love that burns and love we lose, through every hard road we choose, these strings and drums keep pulling us through a soundtrack of hope, strong and true. When the last note fades from the night and the crowd heads home in the rain, I'll still believe in the power of song to carry us through the pain. I learned love on a scratched up vinyl, spinning in my brother's room. The needles skip, but we sang it straight. Two kids howling at the moon. Mom worked late, Dad slammed doors. We counted time by the drum. That song taught me how to feel before I knew where I was from. I took a long way through the hard nights with a radio for a friend. Every chord said stay standing, even when the lights went dim. Turn it up, let it break us open. Let the chorus do what words can't do. When hearts are cracked and hands are shaking, these songs pull us back into truth. From first love highs to goodbye letters, we bleed the same when the speakers boom. Turn it up, hold me together. If this is all we have, it's enough to move. I fell apart in a rented kitchen. Cold coffee rain on the pane. Piano chords filled the silence. Taught my breath to come back again. Saw a band in a packed old theater. Sweat lights and a borrowed grin. Strangers shouting every line, like we'd all been where I'd been. In the rise and fall of a power chord, I felt my pulse align. We were stitched by the rhythm, by a hope we couldn't define. Turn it up, let it break us open. Let the chorus do what words can't do. When hearts are cracked and hands are shaking, these songs pull us back into truth. From first love highs to goodbye letters, we bleed the same when the speakers boom. Turn it up, hold me together. If this is all we have, it's enough to move. There's a string section swelling like a sunrise. Crash cymbals saying stand tall. Backseat choirs, off-key and fearless. Every scar on the wall. We don't need saving, just a reason to believe we belong. Strike the strings, count it in. Let the night sing along. Turn it up, let it break us open. Let the chorus do what words can't do. When hearts are cracked and hands are shaking, these songs pull us back into truth. From first love highs to goodbye letters, we bleed the same when the speakers boom. Turn it up, hold me together. If this is all we have, it's enough to move. When the amps cool down and we head on, I'll carry this like proof that love can hurt and hope can rise. On a stage or in a room, turn it up, one last time. We're not alone in this tune. I was 17, back row of a rundown bar, speakers taped together, chasing who we are. The radio was bleeding through the cracked front door. Songs about forever, then losing it all the next morning. We learned every line like it was carved in skin. Sang it loud enough to feel brave again. From burned out towns to packed out rooms, every chord hit like a truth we knew. Hands in the air, we were broken but alive, trying to believe in better times. These are stadium lights in our open hearts, love falling apart, then starting again. Big loud anthems and slow sad songs, teaching us how to bend, not in. When the night feels heavy and the road feels long, we turn it up and carry on. Yeah, these songs don't quit on us. They teach us hope when we've had enough. I watched you cry in a beat-up car, rain on the windshield, world too hard, the piano line hit right on time. Said it's okay if you're not fine. We danced around the truth, then faced it head on. Some stayed together, some moved on, but every story had a fire inside, still burning years down the line. From cheap guitars to arena sound, same old pain, just louder now. Every voice joining the same refrain, turning hurt into something that remains. These are stadium lights in our open hearts, love falling apart, then starting again. Big loud anthems and slow sad songs, teaching us how to bend, not in. When the night feels heavy and the road feels long, we turn it up and carry on. Yeah, these songs don't quit on us. They teach us hope when we've had enough. Hear the drums like a steady pulse, bassline holding what we almost lost. Guitars crying, strings rising high, a million lives in a single line. If you're standing on the edge of giving in, let the harmony pull you back again. Under stadium lights in our open hearts, every scar says we tried again. From first true love to the last goodbye, these melodies refuse to die. When the night feels heavy and the road feels long, we turn it up and carry on. Yeah, these songs don't quit on us. They teach us hope when we've had enough. So play it loud when the world feels cold. Let the final chord remind your soul we're still here, still I learned the chords from a cracked old radio on a back road night with the windows down. Mom said love don't come easy, kid, but it shows up when you stand your ground. We played till the neighbors knew our names, rust on the string, but the heart was loud. Every wrong turn still felt right when the beat kept pulling us around. I've seen the doubt in a tired crowd, hearts worn thin but they're still proud. When the lights flicker, we don't fall. We turn it up and let it roll. We keep the fire alive, let it rise in our hands. From small town stages to faraway lands. If love's a fire, we're ready to stand. With scars on our sleeves and faith in the band. We keep the fire alive through the long, hard miles. Freedom rings in the codes and the smiles. When the world says stop, we answer with sound. We keep the fire alive, burning right now. I met you leaning on a beat-up case. Said you've been running but not from love. You had hope in your jacket pocket, and a map with the corners torn up. We wrote our names in a set listing, promised to play it honest and true. Every promise kept us breathing, every fall taught us what to do. The road gets heavy, the nights get long, but the song still proves us strong. When the room goes quiet and waits, we hit the count and seal our fate. We keep the fire alive, let it rise in our hands. From small town stages to faraway lands. If love's a fire, we're ready to stand. With scars on our sleeves and faith in the band. We keep the fire alive through the long, hard miles. Freedom rings in the chords and the smiles. When the world says stop, we answer with sound. We keep the fire alive, burning right now. Piano rolls like a promise kept. Strings come in, lift every breath. Drums hit home, steady and true. Bassline carries me back to you. If tomorrow shakes our belief, we'll lean on the groove, find relief. We keep the fire alive, let it rise in our hands. From small town stages to faraway lands. If love's a fire, we're ready to stand. With scars on our sleeves and faith in the band. We keep the fire alive through the long, hard miles. Freedom rings in the chords and the smiles. When the world says stop, we answer with sound. We keep the fire alive, burning right now. So play it slow, let the last note stay. Hearts wide open, we'll find our way. As long as there's a reason to believe, we keep the fire alive, you and me. Alarm clock rattles at 5:30. Coffee burns, but it keeps me alive. Bills on the counter, names in red ink. I stare at the wall and try not to think. Boots by the door with yesterday's dust. Dreams on hold, but I still trust. There's something ahead is calling my name. Even if every day feels the same. I've been bent, I've been cracked, but I didn't fold. Every mile on this road taught me how to be bold. I'm still standing at the stoplight, heart pounding, waiting on green. Life hits hard, but I don't back down. I fight for every inch in between. When the night feels heavy on my shoulders and the weight says I can't go on, I breathe in hope, grip the wheel tight, and prove to myself I'm still strong. Saw a friend with tears in his eyes, lost his job, said he's barely getting by. We shared a smoke by the loading dock, laughing about dreams we forgot. Mom calls late just to hear my voice, says don't give up, you still got a choice. Her faith hits deeper than any advice, cuts through the noise like a rolling dice. I've been low, I've been scared, I've been all alone, but there's a fire in my chest that I've grown. I'm still standing at the stoplight, heart pounding, waiting on green. Life hits hard, but I don't back down. I fight for every inch in between. When the night feels heavy on my shoulders and the weight says I can't go on, I breathe in hope, grip the wheel tight, and prove to myself I'm still strong. Maybe victory ain't a headline or a stage. Maybe it's just getting through another day, holding on when quitting feels so close, finding light in the hurt that hurts the most. If I fall, I'll rise again, with scraped up hands and stubborn faith. I'm still standing at the stoplight, rain on the glass, hands shaking free. I don't need perfect, I just need truth, and the courage to keep being me. When the road gets rough and unforgiving, and the finish line feels gone, I turn the pain into gasoline and drive on, drive on, drive on. So here's to the ones still trying to cope, still dragging themselves toward hope. We're not broken, we're built to fight. Still standing at the stoplight. There's a neon sign flickering outside the bar on Main. Jukebox humming like it knows my name. I've been hauling these songs in a beat-up case, knuckles sore, heart wide open, learning how to play the pain. was counting time for the nights I didn't win, but the crowd leans in when the lights go low. They don't want perfect, they want the truth. I know every scar has a melody, every fall finds a way to stand. When the room gets quiet, I hit the strings and remember who I am. Turn it up when it hurts, let it ring through the floor. Big guitars and a voice that's cracked but sure. Love breaks hearts, hope stitches them again. We sing it loud for the might have been, from first kiss eyes to goodbye lows. These anthems carry us where we go. If you need a reason to believe tonight, turn it up. This song survives. I've seen lovers dance with tears on their cheeks, hands held tight like they're learning to breathe. He lost his job, she lost sleep. Still they sway when the chorus meets the beat. Bass rolls deep like a promise kept. Strings rise slow for the chances left. We write our names in the smoking lights, not for fame, just to feel alive. Every road bends eventually, every voice finds a band. When the world feels heavy, I hit the strings and remember who I am. Turn it up when it hurts, let it ring through the floor. Big guitars and a voice that's cracked but sure. Love breaks hearts, hope stitches them again. We sing it loud for the might have been, from first kiss highs to goodbye lows. These anthems carry us where we go. If you need a reason to believe tonight, turn it up. This song survives. Crash cymbals like thunder breaking loose, kick drums steady saying don't you quit. Backing vocals lift the ceiling beams. We've all been lost, we've all believed. I sang for the kid in the back row seats, who learned to fight just to feel complete. If a line hits home and you start to rise, that's resilience, learning how to fly. Turn it up when it hurts, let it ring through the floor. Big guitars and a voice that's cracked but sure. Love breaks hearts, hope stitches them again. We sing it loud for the might have been, from first kiss highs to goodbye lows. These anthems carry us where we go. If you need a reason to believe tonight, turn it up. This song survives. Lights come up, but the feeling stays a slow burn. Call for better days, leave with a hook stuck in your head. Timeless lines you'll need again when life gets loud and truth is thin. Turn it up, begin again. I learned your song from a crackling radio. Late night drive, windows down, nowhere to go. Mama said keep your feet on solid ground, but the chords in my chest kept pulling me out. Posters taped with hope and tape on the wall. Every wrong turn taught me how to stand tall. I carried love like a match in the rain, kept it lit through the hurt and the strain. We were broke but breathing fire, heartbeats lining up with a wire. Every mile felt closer to the truth, that the road was leading me to you. Sing it loud, let the walls fall away. Hands up, we're alive today. Love's a wild wind, let it run you free. If you stumble, stand and believe. We rise with the scars we earn, turn the fear into lessons learned. When the lights go down, we choose to stay. Wide open sky, we found our way. I've seen doubt try to shut every door, cold stare saying, what are you fighting for? But your eyes said, I've been there too. We stitched our faith from what we've been through. Backroom stages, strings out of tune, crowds of fire fell like a full moon. We played our hearts till the floor shook loose, every chord a promise, every beat the truth. We were tired, but we wouldn't bend, found our strength in the cracks within. Every fall just taught us how to get back up and say it now. Sing it loud, let the walls fall away. Hands up, we're alive today. Love's a wild wind, let it run you free. If you stumble, stand and believe. We rise with the scars we earned, turn the fear into lessons learned. When the lights go down, we choose to stay. Wide open sky, we find our way. When the night feels heavy on your bones, and the silence starts feeling like stone, put your ear to the beating drum. That's a million hearts saying, come on. Freedom's not a place you land, it's a choice you make, a line in the sand. Hold on tight to what you know, you're stronger than the pain you know. Sing it loud, let the walls fall away. Hands up, we're alive today. Love's a wild wind, let it run you free. If you stumble, stand and believe. We rise with the scars we earned, turn the fear into lessons learned. When the lights go down, we choose to stay. Wide open skies, we find our way. We find our way. So play it slow, let the strings ring true. Found my courage standing next to you. No chains tonight, just open eyes, wide open skies, wide open skies. The radio buzzed in a beat-up car, windows down on a long July drive. Your hand on the dash, tapping time, every chord felt bigger than our small town lives. We learned love from a chorus at full volume, learned pain when the needle skipped. We were kids with brave hearts and bad timing, trying to sing through a busted lip. Every night we played it louder, like volume could make us brave. We believed the song would save us when the world started pulling us away. These are the songs that carried us through, from broken nights to mornings brand new. When the amps burned hot and the truth rang clear, we fell apart, then faced our fear. Love bent us, lost tried to break us too, but hope kept timing, four on the floor. If you ever feel alone, just press play. These songs will find you like they found us before. I saw you crying by the loading door after the band packed up and left. You said dreams cost more than money, and you paid with pieces of yourself. I took the long road with a second chance, found work in a beat-up room, wrote your name on a piano bench, let the strings swell like a rising moon. The crowd would sing every word back, hands up, lights like stars. In that noise I felt you listening, no matter how far apart we are. These are the songs that carried us through, from barroom floors to something true. When the drums hit hard and the truth rang clear, we stood back up and faced our fear. Heartbreak cut deep, but it taught us too, how to stand when the nights feel long. If you ever lose your way again, lean on the weight of a timeless song. There's a crackle in the speakers, scar in the sound, proof we lived it, proof we stayed around. Every voice in harmony lifts the room, a million stories finding the same tune. We're not perfect, we're just still here, holding on when the crowd goes quiet. Resilient hums in the low-end lines, while the crash rings out defiant. These are the songs that carried us through, with open hearts and nothing to lose. When the guitars cried and the truth rang clear, we named our pain, then faced our fear. If love breaks down, if hope feels thin, turn it up till you feel it start. There's a beat that waits for you to breathe, and a melody strong enough to restart. So play it slow, let the final chord ring, hands in the air, let the night belong. We came for healing, heads in a rusted car radio glow, windows down on a two-lane road. Your laugh cutting through the static noise, like we already knew these nights had a voice. I wrote lines on a diner napkin page, dreams too big for our small town stage. Every chord felt heavy and true, like the songs were carrying me and you. We fell hard, we fell apart, but every scar still knew the start. Every failure learned to stand, with a beat of heart and shaking hands. These are the songs we leave behind, written in sweat and borrowed time. From breaking down to rising up, we learn how to breathe when the road got rough. They carry love, they carry pain, they light the dark and call us back again. If hope survives, if memories remain, it's in the songs we leave behind. Now the stage lights burn a little brighter, faces change but the fire's tighter. Strings ring out like open skies, freedom feels close when the crowd sings loud. I've seen tears fall in the front row seats, heard strangers say the words save me. Funny how a simple tune can pull you out of a locked up room. Every night's a different fight, but the music keeps me upright. When my knees hit the ground, it's the sound that pulls me out. These are the songs we leave behind, written in sweat and borrowed time. From breaking down to rising up, we learn how to breathe when the road got rough. They carry love, they carry pain, they light the dark and call us back again. If hope survives, if memories remain, it's in the songs we leave behind. I've lost faith, I've lost sleep, but I never lost what the melody means. When the world feels cold and loud, a simple chorus can pull me out. So sing it crack, sing it true, sing it like it carried you through. Every voice, every line proves we're still alive. These are the songs we leave behind, carved in chords and state of mind. From quiet tears to open fists, we found release in moments like this. They carry love, they carry pain, they build a road, we walk again. If hope survives, if memories remain, it's in the songs we leave behind. When the ends go silent, lights fade low, there's still a feeling you already know. Long after the final rhyme, we live forever in borrowed time. Yeah, the song